Thanks for tuning in to The Source, your source for celebrity news. Check this out. As you already know, according to credible sources, Cardi B has filed for divorce from Offset because she's tired of being married while he's running around being wishy-washy, allegedly knocking up other women and basically... Yo, I'm just over here shaking my head because don't you hate when married men are still out there living single? Anyhow, when discussing the fact that Cardi B officially filed the divorce papers with the court, a source close to the situation said that, quote, filing for divorce again wasn't an easy decision for the rapper. She has 2 kids already, is pregnant, and is also a working mom. She'd love to have a great marriage too, but since it's more of a distraction than support, she needs to end it, end quote. Now, when Cardi B's fans found out that she finally filed for divorce again from Offset, they had a whole bunch of things to say in her comment section, and one person came through and posted this. Oh my goodness. And then somebody else came through and posted this.
Cardi B filed for divorce, announced her pregnancy, and had a Marc Jacobs rollout all in the same day. She did her big one. I seen the other day, Offset got accused of cheating with his ex, and his response was, what I look like cheating publicly? Fuck publicly, privately, and people like, she always say she gonna divorce him, and then she don't. Who knows? You know, that's how it goes. Like, as women, sometimes we gotta try 6 to 10 different times to leave somebody before we really figure out this ain't gonna work. You keep thinking, oh, they gonna change, because look at how sad they are. Oh, they really don't want to lose me. Oh, they really are gonna try. And they might try for a little bit, and then you realize, oh, there's a pattern. You cheat, you lie, you hurt me. I say I'm gonna leave, I try to leave, you get me back, you're good for a little while, and then you cheat, you lie, you hurt me, I leave, you try to get me back, and then after, like, you see it's just a pattern and it's not gonna change, you've got some big girl decisions to make. And let's be honest, Cardi B's career is in a better place than Offset's. She need to focus on that. Her next album is highly anticipated. People want to pay for it. Whereas with Offset, he gonna have to pay people to listen to his album at this point. Like, it's just not the same. You're not a part of the Migos no more. You lost one of them. R.I.P. Takeoff. You ain't cool with the other Migo. Your solo career ain't doing good. And you wanna cheat? Oh, you gotta get the fuck on. Oh, no.
And then, after that, somebody else came through and said, Cardi is actually the laughing stock. She's pregnant a 3rd time for a cheating husband that doesn't want her, and she's now filing for a divorce. Plus, no album or tour in almost 7 years. We're not laughing with her, we're laughing at her. No, we're not laughing at her. Why in the world would we be laughing at Cardi because her marriage didn't work out? Cardi, like mostly any woman who lets a man put a ring on it, walks down the aisle and starts a family unit, most likely envisions spending the rest of her life with this man. However, unfortunately, he has proven time and time again, according to Cardi, his side chicks, and the blogs, that right now he lacks the maturity and self-discipline to be the faithful husband that she deserves. And that's nothing to laugh at, because she deserves a man that's gonna love, honor, and respect her till death do them part. And then somebody else came through and was like, Cardi B full of ish, because why in the world would she let Offset knock her up if she was ready to bounce? Maybe she didn't let Offset knock her up. Maybe Offset purposely snuck one past the goalie to try to keep Cardi from divorcing him. Or maybe Cardi wanted 3 kids and she wanted all her 3 kids to have the same father, and her and Offset discussed it and decided that even though we're in the midst of a divorce, let me get one in the oven. Listen, let me know what you guys think. Do you think that Offset and Cardi discussed having a 3rd child in the midst of divorce? Or do you think that Offset tried to sneak one past Cardi to try to keep Cardi from divorcing him? Let me know what you think in the comments, and while you're down there leaving a comment, be sure to like and subscribe to the channel. But since we're talking about relationships, let's discuss Stevie J, because it appears that Stevie J is all alone in his home, all up in his feelings, because the other day he jumped online looking like a sad puppy, and he wrote, damn, I effed up real bad this time. I'm sorry, and I've learned a valuable lesson. I'll never love again. Now, who Stevie J is over there talking about, who knows? I mean, he could be talking about Faith Evans, he could be talking about Jocelyn Hernandez, or he could be talking about his boyfriend Diddy. I mean, we don't know. But even though we don't know who Stevie J is talking about, people in the comment section still came for him. And one person said, almost 70 and still playing games. And then somebody else said, this felt so manipulative. After that, somebody else came through and said, he's just going through the cocaine come down. He'll be alright tomorrow. And then somebody else said, don't worry, Stevie, you'll be a new man soon. Diddy will be kicking himself once he sees you happy with your new boyfriend. Wow. But the people in the comment section weren't done, because then somebody else came through and was like, Diddy broke up with him? Oh my goodness, y'all are off the hook. Anyhow, it kills me how these dudes like Stevie J always want to be in a relationship after they were in the relationship, but cuffed up the relationship because they wanted to be in other relationships while they were in that relationship. Listen, I once had a dude say to me, I don't understand how to be faithful to a woman. And I said to him, it's very simple. Don't cheat. I mean, it's not rocket science. Fun fact, in my entire life, I have never cheated on anyone. If I wasn't ready to be in a committed relationship, I just told a person, I'm not ready to commit, and you gotta take it for what it is. But when I was ready to settle down or be in a committed relationship, I just chose not to cheat. And I know, somebody's gonna come in the comment section like, yeah, Sauce, but that's different because you a woman. I mean, is it? Contrary to popular belief, women can be just as hot in the pants as men. But more often than our male counterparts, we make the choice not to cheat. And what men like Stevie J need to understand is that sometimes when you make the choice to cheat, you also make the choice to be single. And that's why, instead of being happily married to his wife Faith Evans on the phone, having that naughty talk where she's like, baby, I'ma hit you off as soon as I get home. He's over there at one of Diddy's houses looking like a lost pound puppy, laid up in one of Diddy's old Diddy-stained freak-off beds, listening to Diddy say stuff like this.
I'm going to take a hands-on, foot and ass, all over your brain approach till they orgasm.
Yo, have you ever noticed that almost everything that P. Diddy says really needs to be followed with like, no Diddy? Now, check this out. After leading the U.S. women's gymnastics team to several gold medals at the Paris 2024 Olympics, Simone Biles said, I love my black job. You know what, Simone? I love my black job too. Yo, let me know down below, do you enjoy your black job? And if you don't mind, can you please tell me what your black job is in the comments? Now, peep this. The other day, a woman shared some footage from her Ring camera. In the video, she can be seen standing in a bath towel on the porch of her own home, holding her puppy, while she's alerting her husband, who also has remote access to the Ring camera, that two strangers broke into her house. During the conversation, she also frantically tells her husband that their two kids are still in the house with the strangers, but she assures him that she begged the robbers not to hurt them before she ended up outside on the porch.
Jake!
What's going on?
Call the police!
Call the police?
The police!
What happened?
I was in the bath. I thought you were home. Someone brought her back to where these two guys walked in. I begged them not to hurt the kids.
Oh, hells no. Hells no. Hells to the no. If you're in a crib and two strangers break into the crib, okay, and my kids are in the crib, they're not kicking me out the house. But if they do manage to get me out the house, I'm gonna run across the street butt ass naked, forget the towel, and I'm gonna find the biggest tree with the biggest branch, and I'm gonna break that branch, and then I'm gonna break back into my house and beat down those dudes to get my kids out of that house. I mean, how the hell are you standing on the front porch, still holding the puppy, might I add, talking about, Jake, two strangers broke into the house. I told them not to hurt the kids. Are you freaking kidding me? And then she has the nerve to be standing there in front of the Ring doorbell doing a fake cry. Are you kidding me? Listen, nobody broke into that house. This chick done did something to the kids. Because no mother worth her grain of salt is going to be talking on a Ring doorbell holding a puppy and a towel. Making sure that towel doesn't fall, while her kids are possibly in danger less than 2 feet away from her on the other side of that door. Now, after seeing that video, a lot of people in the comment section suspected the same thing that I suspect. About a month from now, we're going to see this chick on a true crime podcast or like on the First 48. For example, one person came through and said, how you got the dog and not the kids? And then somebody else was like, okay, so she begged them not to hurt the kids and then they let her leave the house? There's definitely something off with this story. And then after that, somebody else said, She lying. If something happened to the kids, she did something. So you gonna grab the dog, not your kids? Really, bit? Listen, let me know something. Real talk. If somebody breaks into your house, kicks you out, and you know that your kids are still in the house, are you gonna stand outside on the porch holding the dog, talking on the Ring doorbell? Or are you gonna go grab the biggest stick, break down the door, and go get your kids? Let me know in the comments. But hold on, before I move on from this story, I just gotta do it again. Jake, two strangers broke into the house. I told them not to hurt the kids. Yo, real talk, I really hope that those kids are alright. But if she was my mother and she left me in that crib and she was outside talking on the Ring doorbell, she might be getting disowned. I'd be like, yo, how are you gonna protect a dog and not me? Now, check this out. Patti LaBelle was performing the other day and she got a little parched and she was like, I need some water. Check this out. Yo, Patti LaBelle sounded like she was stranded out in the Sahara Desert for like 6 days without a camel. My girl was like, water! Oh my goodness, I just love Patti. And hopefully they got Patti LaBelle her water. And you know, as soon as Patti LaBelle took about like 2 sips, she turned around and probably blew the roof off of that mother sucker. Now, as you know, I don't usually comment on the comments. That's like Celebs thing. But today, I'm gonna have to do it. Because the other day when I made the video about Kamala Harris being black, I got a whole lot of comments in the comment section that really need to be addressed. And trust me, this right here has nothing to do with politics. This right here is more about my people being destroyed by a lack of knowledge. So, we gotta get some knowledge. For example, one person came through in the comment section and they were like, don't make videos if you ain't got time to research. She's not black. Her father is Irish. Okay, so this is how I'm going to answer that. 1, race and ethnicity are 2 different things. When we use terms such as black and white, we are talking about a social construct related to race. However, when you start talking about somebody being Irish, you are now talking about them being part of a particular ethnic group. Race refers to physical characteristics such as bone structure, skin color, and eye color, whereas ethnicity refers to cultural factors which include nationality, regional culture, ancestry, and language. While race is ascribed based on physical traits, ethnicity is more frequently chosen by the individual because ethnicity encompasses everything from language to religion and can enable people to take on several identities. Now, it's important to understand that racial identities are always on display. The color of your skin helps to predicate what your race is, while ethnicity can be displayed or hidden based on individual preferences. Okay, so let me really simplify that. An ethnic group or ethnicity is a population group whose members identify with each other on the basis of common nationality or shared cultural traditions. Whereas race refers to the concept of dividing people into populations or groups on the basis of various sets of physical characteristics which usually result from genetic ancestry. So, to the person who made the initial comment, you coming in my comment section talking about source, you need to do your research because Kamala Harris's father is Irish and not black. That makes no sense because you can be black and Irish at the same time. And then, let me give you a little piece of information. I have done my research because one of my college degrees just so happens to be in sociology. Now, for all of you people coming in my comment section talking about Kamala Harris is not black because her father's Jamaican, oh my goodness, people, once again, Jamaican is not a race. Jamaican refers to an ethnicity and a nationality. And a nationality simply refers to the status of belonging to a particular nation. And interestingly enough, being Jamaican can also refer to an ethnic group because most Jamaicans share a common culture. And I already know, simply because I said it, somebody out there is not going to be able to accept it. So what I'm going to do is let somebody else explain it to you.
What's up? It's your girl Cleopatra. I didn't even know y'all still needed me for this, like for real. It just dawned on me that y'all are still fucking this up. Race, nationality, and ethnicity. 3 different things. Completely different. Let me tell you right now. Race, black, white, Hispanic, Asian. Race. nationality. That's the nation that you're from. The nation that you was born into. Like if you are American, that's your nationality. Why are people getting asked what's your nationality and you guys aren't saying what your ethnicity is? Which is, you could be Jamaican, Nigerian, Ghanaian, you could be German. That's your ethnicity. Your ethnicity is that's when you could start running your fucking mouth about what you're mixed with.
Now, the truth of the matter is this. I couldn't care less whether Kamala Harris was Caucasian because I'm not voting for her race, her nationality, or her ethnicity. What I am going to be voting for when I pick a particular candidate is their policies and their character. With that being said, I don't mind having these conversations about Kamala Harris, even though they're not necessary. However, if we're gonna have these conversations, we gotta at least understand what simple words mean. I mean, we got to understand vocabulary. Now, the next person who came in my comment section talking about Kamala said her father was only born in Jamaica. Judge Joe Brown explained her full DNA, and she doesn't have any African blood in her. And you know what I have to say to that? Since when did Judge Joe Brown become Henry Louis Gates? I mean, is Judge Joe Brown walking around with cotton swabs and checking people's DNA? I mean, is he doing 23andMe's? Is he doing Heritage.coms and Ancestry.coms? I mean, why in the world would anybody listen to Judge Joe Brown? I mean, Judge Judy, maybe. Lynn Tola, maybe. Greg Mathis, maybe. But not Judge Joe Brown. I mean, this dude has been all over the place online calling Kamala Harris a hoe. Check this out.
Husband has got a interesting.
I'm scared to talk about Kamala Harris. I'm gonna let you have that one.
Nah, she's a witch, and she is a corrupt witch. She's been corrupt her whole life, and she fucked her way to the top.
Oh, Lord.
They used to detail this witch in the LA Times with her sexual escapades. She fucked damn near everybody trying to get her. She used to be a frat hoe when she was at Howard, and she ain't black.
Oh my goodness, here we go with the she ain't black again. And let me say this, there's no real proof that Kamala Harris was a hoe when she was at Howard. But let's say she was. If being a hoe when you were in college disqualified you from getting certain jobs, a whole bunch of us would be unemployed. Well, a whole bunch of you would be unemployed. I was not a hoe in college. Listen, real talk. Let's be real with it. Let me know, were you a hoe in college? And don't you dare try to front, because if you're a person of a certain age and you were at the Jones Beach Greek Fest, the Philly Greek Fest, or you were down there in Atlanta at Freaknik, I'm gonna look at your picture on social media and automatically know whether or not you were a hoe. Yeah, you, the dude who used to be running around on the beach with the shirt off with the snake around his neck, trying to kick it to every chick who walked by. You know who you are. And last but not least, that brings us to Hotties for Harris. As you know, Megan Thee Stallion endorsed Kamala Harris on stage at Lollapalooza. However, before Megan Thee Stallion jumped on stage, a couple of people were against her performing, and they were like, we're outraged. So, when Megan Thee Stallion got up there to perform, she addressed it, and she was like, oh please, they fake mad. Yo, what is fake mad? Check this out.
They was fake mad, and I was popping it for Kamala. I don't think they heard what she said. Kamala said she wanted ceasefire. Kamala said she supports women's rights. Kamala said y'all tired of high gas prices.
Alright, so in case you couldn't hear what Megan Thee Stallion was saying, she said, they was fake mad that I was popping it for Kamala, and I don't think they heard what she said. Kamala said she wants a ceasefire. Kamala says she supports women's rights. Kamala says she's tired of these high A gas prices. Hotties for Harris. Oh my goodness, I consider myself conservatively liberal, but is this what it's come to? I mean, is this what it's really come to? Rappers sporting bikinis and cowboy boots, popping it like it's hot to promote our politicians? Wow, you know something? I'm at the point where I just want Donald Trump and Kamala Harris to write down their policies and put them on a website and do it like in bullet points, because I'm at the age where I don't like reading like full paragraphs, so I can read what it is that they want to do, and then I can go to the voting booth and choose who I'm going to choose. Listen, let me know what you think about Cardi B filing for divorce from Offset after announcing that she's preggo. Stevie J moping around the house because he jacked up his love life because when he was in a relationship, he didn't want to be in a relationship, but now that he's not in a relationship, he really wants to be in a relationship. Simone Biles saying that she loves her black job. The woman leaving her 2 kids in the house when the strangers broke in and then protecting her dog and calling her hubby on the Ring doorbell. Patti LaBelle being parched and saying, "I need some water." Judge Joe Brown calling Kamala Harris a 304 and Megan Thee Stallion endorsing Kamala and calling on all her hotties for Harris to vote for the Dems. Let me know what you think about all of that in the comments, and while you're down there leaving a comment, be sure to like and subscribe to the channel and share this video with your friends. Hey yo, thanks for tuning in to The Source, your source for celebrity news. Peace.